Hey Diva, welcome back to my channel. And I know that's right with Natasha Night. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Natasha Night. Think of me as your favorite unapologetic diva who's here to help you fill your cup of confidence and inspire you to embrace your most authentic selves, bask in self love, and harness that divine feminine energy, honey. So if you haven't already joined the Diva family of confident, unapologetic people who live out loud, please make sure that you join by subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you get a notification every single time I upload a new video. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Did you do it? All right, now let's get started with the video. So, when it comes to frenemies, I think we've all heard it, right? These people that smile in your face and then they stab you in the back. Like they stab you in the back. Yeah. So, I'm lucky to have not had these experiences as far as I'm concerned. All of my friends are genuine. They are my sisters. They are my soul sisters, and that's something that they are aware of and they know. And so, but I do know a lot of people who are frenemies. I have watched it in loved ones' lives. And so there was a powerful quote that was in Meg Thee Stallion's new documentary where her dad said, "Not everything that grins is your friend." And that shit is powerful. That is super powerful. It reminds me of the quote that my grandfather always used to say, which is, "Not everything that glitters is gold," which is like, not everything is how it seems to be. A lot of time we have a lot of people, they smile in your face and then they're talking behind your back. And so I've had frenemies, but the frenemies have not been friends. They've been like actual relatives and actual family members who are smiling, pretending that they're super happy for me. And then they're talking trash behind my back. And then they're being really nasty about me behind my back. And a lot of it is because of jealousy. It's because it's things that they never thought that I was going to be able to do that I obviously am very, very capable of doing. And I was fully aware that I'm capable of doing. But what I want you guys to understand is that having frenemies is not something to be ashamed of. At some point, there's going to be people in our life who we have held very dear and very close to our hearts that are going to actually hurt us. And we're going to find out later all of the BS that they're doing in the dark, because whatever's in the dark always comes to light. And so what I want you guys to understand is that just because someone smiles and they say all these good things and all that stuff, pay attention to how they talk about other people that they're close to. Do they talk really nasty about them when they leave? Do they, because there's going to be signs there. That's one thing that I've noticed. Um, Whenever I've watched frenemies in real life, like from my relatives, I've noticed that they'll be smiling in somebody's face, and the second they leave, they're like, "Oh, I can't stand that bitch," and blah, blah, blah. And so that's something that you got to pay attention to, because, yes, there are some people that are taught to be fake, but I don't value fakeness. And why I don't value fakeness is because I feel like there's moments where you have to be fake, right? Like with co-workers or with your boss and stuff. Sometimes you're going to have to be fake because your boss is doing what? Paying your bills until you get to a point where you are your own boss and you don't have to worry about that stuff. But if you are getting your bills paid by somebody else, a lot of the times with your colleagues and with your boss, you're going to have to be fake because you're getting something out of them, which is a roof over your head from being able to pay your bills. But if it's not one of those situations and they are being fake and they're being phony, they're like smiling, hugging, "Hey girl," all of this stuff. And the second they leave, they got all of this tea to drop about her and her life. And girl, I'm not going to tell you how her baby mama is this and all this stuff. Pay attention to that. Because if that's what the person around you is doing, that's exactly what they're doing when you leave. If they, the second you leave, they got nothing but negative things to say about you and they are spreading your tea like wildfire, that lets you know that that is who the person is. And so when you understand it, just because someone smiles in your face doesn't mean they happy for you. You could be like, "Hey, girl, guess what? I just got a raise. Now I'm gonna be making 5,000 more a year." And they're like, "Oh, girl, that's so good for you." Blah blah blah. The second you leave, they're like, "This bitch thinks that she think I don't even know how she got it." And blah blah blah. Pay attention to like the actual energy that the person exudes, not the grin, because what always glitters isn't always gold. Okay? And so that was a hard lesson that Meg Thee Stallion unfortunately had to learn when it came to her ex friend, Tory Lanez. But I want that you guys don't have to get to that point to understand that not everybody that's smiling in your face is your friend. Okay? Pay attention to the actual energy that you feel them exude. Pay attention to the way that they treat other people, how they talk to other people. Pay attention to how they talk about other people behind their back. If they're like, "Oh, girl, if they have positive things to say about the person and all that stuff, like, "Girl, did I tell you she just opened up a clothing business or whatever, and she's doing real good, and she has these really cute outfits, and I love her page," then that lets you know that that's the type of person that they are. Because one thing I've learned in life from watching people, and like I said, I am blessed and I am lucky to have chosen the absolute greatest friends of all time because I don't have people stabbing me in my bed. I'm very lucky, but it's because I'm very, very cognizant of not wanting that in my life if you're going to be my chosen family of soul sisters and soul brothers. So, but I have watched it enough to see that people tell on themselves all the time, and that's the thing. So once you understand that, and you understand that if someone is being fake behind somebody else's back like that to you, and they are giving you all of this tea, on a person, they are most likely doing the same thing about you behind your back. All right. So let's be mindful. Let's be classy. Let's be demure. And let's understand that not everything that grins in your face is your friend. All right. And once we understand that and we pay attention to how people treat other people, how they behave, how they talk about other people when they leave and they're not in the room and they're not present, because there's no cameras, there's no anything, and they're not worried about being told on, that's going to tell you everything that you need to know about other people. All right. And that's how we are going to make sure that we have the frenemy repellent and we keep the motherfuckers away from us because we don't want none of that bullshit in our life. We are real around here. We are divas, which means we are confident, unapologetic people who live out loud and who love on other people. We bring and uplift others into positivity. And when they leave the room, we're not there to trash talk them and demean them and all of that stuff. Whatever it is that we have to say should be able to be said in front of the other person's face. If not, we are a puss ass hoe, as puss ass hoe, as the Floridians love to say. I love when they say that. They're like puss ass hoe, but it's true because you are a bitch because you are not able to say and keep that same energy when a person is in your face. And trust me, I know a lot of people like that in my family. I know a lot of people like that that I've seen that they got all of this shit to say because there's no cameras. But let somebody have secretly recorded them or whatever, they are up shit's creek without a motherfucking paddle. And I'm not there to help you because that same energy you had, you need to keep when they're here and if they find out. Because whatever's in the dark always comes to light. So understand that. And the quicker that you understand that, the quicker it is going to be for you to have that repellent and really keep genuine people around you, because I feel like that's what's important in this world. In this world, we have a lot of people that are very focused on exposing and very focused on like negative things. And I never have an issue with people telling the truth and all that stuff. But when people are like they're trying to out people and all of these things, it's not nice. The only time that you should be like that is if you are sharing your truth about something. It shouldn't be that you're doing something because you want to bring somebody down. It should be that you want to share your story. And so that's the difference. So I hope this helped. Make sure that we don't got no frenemies around us, okay? Because we know that not everything that glitters is what? Gold. All right. So on that note, remember, divas, loving yourself is your first secret to happiness. So be your own reason to smile. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.